G'day folks, ZD here, and I think it's just about time for my first hardcore run in Starfield. I did some hardcore runs in Skyrim back in the day, and a pretty fun one for Fallout 4 as well, and I'm feeling that itch, the call of the drama and excitement that hardcore can bring once again. So, the rules of this run will be as such. We have one life. If we die, it's over. It could be episode 1 or it could be episode 100, but the point is to see how much we can do without dying. Now, I've played a fair amount of Starfield at this point, but I've not finished it yet, nor have I really seen everything the game can throw at you, and in my regular run I have died plenty of times, especially in those space battles. So this is going to be rather interesting. The other rules can basically be summed up as no cheating. It's pretty easy to cheat in Bethesda games, so we have to control ourselves when it comes to a run like this, because otherwise what's the point of even doing it? So this means no intentional exploits. If a bug happens, we'll try our best to not benefit from it, but bugs do sometimes happen. A save locking bug is probably the only thing that we'll actually save scum from, that we'll reload. So on that note, no save scumming. For things like persuasion checks, thievery, or etc. where we fail, we have to live or die with the consequences. Next up, no resetting zones intentionally to farm. If you want to know what that's about, you can Google it, but I consider it cheating and it's immersion breaking as well. And lastly, no abusing sleep or time zones. I mean silly things like sleeping for 100 days in one go to instantly max out outpost production, or like sitting on a bench for a day to reset vendor credits. I just think that stuff's silly. If we want more credits from a vendor, we need to buy things from them so that they'll have some credits, or go somewhere else, or go do other things and come back a few hours of real time later. So those are my rules currently. I may add to them if you or I think of anything else. The next important facet will be the goals. What are we trying to achieve before we die? And that's the fun stuff. To give some context on that first though, I kind of need to introduce our character. G'day mates, I bet you're wondering how a washed up celebrity chef and survivalist came to be in the arse end of nowhere, covered in pirate blood, with barely a credit to his name. Well, it's a bit of a story. For this character, I wanted to make a former celebrity chef on like one of those TV shows where some guy goes out bush and pretends to try and survive while making some meals from things that he conveniently and surprisingly easily managed to rustle up from the land. I'll let him tell his story a bit more in a moment, but first I'll give you the mechanical. Our background is Beast Hunter, as it's pretty spot on for a flavor fit, and the skills in fitness, ballistics, and gastronomy are all very good fits for what we'll need to be doing. I want to try and do a bit more food and crafting on this run to fit the hardcore vibe. I know we don't have true survival mode option in the game currently yet, but we can still play in a similar way, and I think higher end food and crafting will be strong for the various buffs. For the traits, I took the freestyle background. We can pretend that an area south of Aquila City is Space Australia, where we grew up. We probably won't spend too much time in civilization, but Aquila City is the most rural feeling option, so we'll do it there as much as we can, I think. Next up, Terra Firma for the health and oxygen boost on planets is going to be very nice. Also, it's a great flavor fit, as this guy likes to be down on the surface playing survivalist. And finally, we'll give Hero Worship a shot. We'll say that he's our last actual fan, as this guy's a bit kind of fallen from fame in a big way. Whether we decide to keep the adoring fan around or not, we'll have to see. Anywho, I guess I should start me story with me manners. The name's Danger Tuckerman. I was the host and star of my own survival/cooking show where I went out to different planets to hunt, forage, and make some bloody good tucker. The show was a big hit, and I was living the good life, believe you me. But one day, disaster struck. One of the crew posted a selfie showing the snack table on set. People lost it. The SpaceNet ate me alive, and I got cancelled in a big way. Here I was, supposed to be this hard survival man, and I was dining on pastries. Well, it's bloody true. I was soft. I started out pretty real, but over time, I just got used to the luxuries, and it cost me, mates. It cost me. Me wife left me, I lost the house and me dog, and I lost every credit I had when my food company Danger Tucker went belly up. We sold everything from Danger Sauces to Danger Pies. It was printing money, but it took a big hit when me show blew up, and the final nail in the coffin was when a batch of Danger Noodles turned out to actually have real live snakes in them. A bit too dangerous, I guess. The truth is, though, everyone was right. It was me fault. I was soft, and I threw it all away. To be honest, Danger isn't even my real name. It's Dennis. And this scar on my face? The producers suggested I get it done at an enhancer facility. Said it would make me look hardcore. Well, a man can only go one place from rock bottom, so I took the first job that got me out there to try and harden myself up. An internship at some backwater mining outfit. Now, I want to be the man I was supposed to be. Get out amongst the stars. See some beautiful, majestic nature. Kill it and eat it. I'll show them all. I'll show them that Danger Tuckerman actually does have what it takes to be the best survivalist / celebrity chef there is. Or I'll bloody die trying. Now I hope you'll forgive me my role playing, and yes, I do LARP and play D&D, how did you know? But a strong backstory can really help you figure out fun and flavorful goals in a sandbox game like this, especially in a hardcore run. So here's what I have for our goals so far, but please do suggest your own ideas. I'm happy to add to this list anything that fits the character and sounds fun. So for now, Danger wants to become a real actual survival and cooking expert. So we must reach rank 4 in gastronomy, nutrition, botany, and zoology skills. It'll be fun to become an actual expert on plants and animals and cooking them, and then to max out the benefits from doing so. Next up, I want to try the quite large goal of fully surveying all life-sustaining planets and moons. To truly become an expert on eating aliens, we have to see everything that can be eaten, and learn about their habitats. So this will be a pretty fun exploration-focused run, I think, which sounds pretty great to me. Along with the idea of exploration and self-reliance, I want to build a fully appointed home on a high flora-fauna planet somewhere, someplace that we find to be pretty cool, and that can be our base of operations and to display our trophies and things like that. It'll also involve getting a variety of different resources for research and building. Kind of our version of the space primitive technology log cabin building thing. Then I reckon that Danger wants to save up 1 million credits so that he can bankroll his own show to, do it right this time. None of the networks will probably have him at this point, so he's got to go indie. A big financial goal gives us a nice set of extra incentives to hunt, craft, find treasures, and then sell them off for profit. So that's what I have for the goals so far, but that's certainly enough to keep us going for a while. But I am keen to hear if any of you have any suggestions for extra cool goals that we can add along the way. Also, if any cool save game friendly survival mods come up as we go, we could consider adding them to enhance the playthrough as well. For now, I'm just running some UI mods, and you can check out the description of this video for those. I'll hand you back to Danger to catch up on the rest of the story so far. Right, so there I was, 1 hour into me shitty mining job out Whoop Whoop, and wouldn't you know it, I touched a magic space rock. Well, I didn't get any magic powers, but I did get one corker of a headache. To be honest, I think Lynn was kind of sus on the whole thing. She wanted to throw the intern under the bus. Kind of a dick move, Lynn. That's not true blue. Anyway, so this bloke Barrett shows up for the rock, and that's when, I shit you not, pirates rock up. I got a little clever with some nearby explosives, so we made pretty short work of them with those in my mining laser. You know, I've never taken a human life before. It was fine. Anyway, I armed myself from their crispy corpses, and in case we run into any more of them. And then after that, Barrett tells me that I am now a member of Constellation, that group of explorers you've probably never heard about. Well, I don't know about that, but he gave me a free watch, a freaking spaceship, and my very own butler named Vasco. He just made me promise to deliver myself and the rock to Constellation. Sounded like a good deal to me, so I took off into orbit, having never flown a spaceship in my life. Well, I speed read the instruction manual while we took off. Well, I looked at the pictures at least. And it turns out I'm a bit of a mug, because the pirates aren't after Barrett, but rather this nice ship he just tossed off onto me. What a bloody wanker. Well, somehow I was able to defend myself from the pirates. It must be their first day too, I guess. And I got to thinking while chasing the last pirate down, what's better than one free spaceship? That's right, 2 free spaceships. So I shot the engines and I boarded them, feeling mighty overconfident. Well, I almost got a bloody hide-in from him, but I scored some sweet loot, I got through it in the end, and I earned myself a shitty little pirate ship that I can sell for parts on New Atlantis later. It's somewhere around then that Vasco informs me that unless I take down the base, the pirates will keep coming after me. Yeah, mate. 5 minutes ago, I was a miner, and 5 minutes before that, a TV guy. But okay, I'll go take down a pirate base with my new robot butler. She'll be right, mate. Well, weirdly enough, she was alright.
You gotta be kidding me. The front...
I blew up a bunch of pirates, I got a few bullet wounds in the process, but I looted some new duds and a jetpack that I don't know how to use yet, and I even learned how to sneak a bit. Vasco's not the greatest stealth companion though. It was great, it was a great time. And I think I'm gonna like this real life adventuring gig. So, that's how I got to be here. Now it's off to New Atlantis to meet the Constellation folks, sell my pirate dinghy, and get some gear so that I can get out there and learn to be the man that I should have been. So that's my intro to the series. I hope you enjoyed it. In the next episode, the adventure starts for real. I'm being a bit experimental with how I'm approaching this one, so I'm thinking that I'm going to do a bit of a mixture of live commentary and the occasional storytelling bits done in post as Danger Tuckerman. I see this series as a bit of a community project, so you can help shape it with your comments and suggestions, and hell, if you want to send Danger fan mail or hate mail, he might even respond to it in the following episodes. But until then, I'm Ziggy D, and thanks for watching. And I'm Danger Tuckerman. Have a good one.